So, listen to the comment, you may begin, and when you're finished, I'm going to start the track. Blah.
The scrolls of Sangam. Children of the ATA, listen as I tell about the old times and the new dawn. In those unwritten years, thousands of lives ago, the first Susang also came to the mountain. His disciples and most loyal students followed his journey. He was a master of martial art. Susang's vision was that mortal life is short, yet he had so much to do and teach. Would his technique and tradition be lost as the morning mists? There were thousands of techniques and postures for the body in movement. There was a steel tempering of the heart that could change a man's way in life. He studied how these lessons could live beyond written words or twice-told tales of olden ways. As a master weaver looms five-spun thread, he wove thoughts across techniques in patterns of art with life. As his students learned the fabric of his art, they could see techniques crossed with spirit. The art would remain in spirit and force long after the weaver was dust. Disciples of Susang practiced these patterns woven to them by their master, and they, in turn, passed them to their juniors, generation after generation. Did that first master martial weaver realize he had wrought so well that his art would live millions of days? Did his spirit touch us as he wove those first patterns for hearts of future generations? For he is with us even today. The techniques are the same in spirit as when he taught them. The tree has grown, but holds the same roots. Other masters grafted their hearts into the great design. They added new life as parents in new generations add to the life of their family. And by adding, make it greater, not less. With dawn drawing light across the sky, I, Pan Ungli, invite you, my disciples, students and family, to join me in a journey through our new day. Families need new generations to live. The spirit of Susang needs new enthusiasm and growth to be nourished in us. I am duty-bound by the mantle of mastership, to refresh tradition of spirit with knowledge and skills of our new age. A sage said, "Ages past, nothing new lies under the sun." Even in my bound duty to keep the ATA at the peak of this age, it is the technique and tradition of the ages. Only the patterns of their weaving are new. As given by that first master to your seniors, his disciples, I offer this new weave for your futures. Your senior, too, soon will be with you only in the weave and form created of their spirit for you. I dream that you learn to enjoy each day without thought to merely relive yesterday for its comforts, to climb the ladder of life or art, the security and warmth of the first step must give way to find a higher level. Come, witness with me this affirmation of our art, heritage, and renewal. In the spirit of Susan, I bring you Sangam to join the East and West, a new wellspring to mix and join in a voyage to the stars. Master Han Wong Lee, President and Founder, American Taekwondo Association.
I would like to share with you a story before we do the presentation for the dance. And that is when the Kindergarten Master H.C.G. came to the United States from Korea, his teacher gave him 2 items, a bar of soap and a candle. And he told him to ponder on the meaning of the items as he started what would become the American Taekwondo Association. The Kindergarten Master Lee's teacher passed away before he could return to Korea, and he pondered the meaning of those items for the remainder of his life. This is what he decided that his instructor was trying to teach him with those symbols. The candle spins itself to shed illumination in darkness, much like we as black belts have to sacrifice for the continued knowledge of our peers and our students. The soap gives up its body to purify our body. Just like the instructor sacrifices of ourselves to cleanse our students' minds and purify their body. I want you guys to think about what it means to be a black belt. For some of you guys, this may be the end of your journey, and that's okay. But for some of you guys, this is just the beginning. Many of you have goals. Many of you have goals that now that you're a black belt, your opportunities are tenfold what they were before. Those words that we listen to at every black belt ceremony only become more meaningful to me with every passing year. Because, much like the Kindergarten Master, my instructor is no longer here. And while he is alive and well, he is far away. Which means it's my time to make myself a better teacher, just like it's my junior's time to make themselves a better teacher as well. Does anyone know the philosophy for first degree black belt? You don't have to say it if you don't know it. To sum up, it simply says, now is the time to sow the seeds for the next generation. And that doesn't necessarily mean in martial arts either. You can sow the seeds for the next generation by being good friends. You can sow the seeds of the next generation by being good leaders in your community. You can sow the seeds for the next generation by being good parents when you guys are old. When you guys are black belts, it's something that you are forever, whether you're trained taekwondo or not. To this day, I have my students from forever go come up to me and say, sir, I haven't trained in years, but I've used my black belt skills every single day of my life. And I want that for you guys as well. I'm very grateful to be your teachers. I'm very grateful to be your teachers. And I'm very happy that you guys are here today to celebrate your success. So, you may extinguish your candles now. Would you hold those for me, please, ma'am? Mr. Dorsey, please stand. Side, remove your belt. Being a black belt is hard, sir. You got to work really hard to be a black belt. Arms out like this, please. Congratulations, Mr. Dorsey, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt in Smithville. You are very special to me. You are a very special part of our school. Everybody has opportunities to quit. Everybody has opportunities to give up. And sometimes, students choose to keep going, even when it's hard. And that's what it means to be a black belt. I'm very proud to award this to you, sir. It's me. Yeah. Everyone give him 2 claps. You can fold it up nicely like Mr. Anderson. Good. We have Miss Francis, please stand up. Miss King is getting ready to compete for her world titles. And Mr. Prano is not here. So I asked him if it would be okay if I award your belt to you today. And I'm very fortunate that I get to have this opportunity. Would you remove your belt, please? I can take it from you. Did you paint your toenails black because you're a black belt now? You're supposed to be stylish, naturally. Arms out like this, please. Congratulations on Miss Francis on earning the rank of first degree black belt in Simon. It was a huge pleasure being able to be there to see you crush your test. I appreciated your awesome black belt attitude. Even though there were some curveballs, you handled it like a black belt and you did not give up. And I am very proud to award this belt to you today. Introducing Miss Ella Francis. I will stand up, Mr. Harris. And then Mr. Lynn, you may get ready for Mr. Ross. Next, Mr. Guttles. But pick your belt up off this one. Thank you, sir. This is very special. Now, Mr. Harris, I've told you since you were a white belt, you don't have to be a black belt to act like a black belt. I want you to always act like a black belt, wherever you are. Black belts work hard. Black belts are kind. Black belts have great attitudes, just like you have a great attitude. I am very pleased that your rank now reflects your attitude. Congratulations, sir, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt. Stop. That's what you take good care of it.
And then you may move up. And then would you stand up, please? Move up. 4 years is a long time, you know. I remember whenever you and your brother both started at Smithville, you guys had a lot of talent. And you guys received Class. Okay, you want to move the belt through? No, did you see him? Again, as I was telling your parents, I think you're about twice as tall as whenever you first started. Thank you for working hard to receive the rank of first degree black belt. This week, everybody give them some claps. Mr. McGee, you stand up, please. Mr. McGee,
Mr. McGee, you remember a long time ago what your goal was? Before you could test for your black belt, what was your goal?
To get out first place in the tournament.
You didn't win first place. That was not imposed by me. That was imposed by him. That was his idea, and he stuck to it. And then, how many first places have you won since then?
3.
A bunch, right? Mr. McGee, I am very proud of you, sir. You do not need to be a first place tournament champion to be a black belt. But I feel like every person that takes first place at a tournament has what it takes to be a black belt. I love that decision that we made, and I love being able to celebrate with you when you won that first tournament. Congratulations, sir, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt inside. Mr. Chase McGee. I wish I could have seen more of your journey along the way. But if I know you, I know that this journey was excellent and filled with wonderful things. I'm very grateful that I'm the one that's able to award you well today. Arms out. Congratulations, ma'am, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt beside us. I hope that martial arts brings you joy. I hope that you continue to have your same awesome attitude. I love the way you interact with the people around you, and I hope that always continues. Congratulations, ma'am, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt. Mr. Disney, would you pull this for me, please? Stand up. Move your belt, please. Your instructors did everything that they could to be here. Sometimes that's just how life is. I'm sad that they're not able to be here, but I'm very happy that I'm the one who needs to afford the belt. Arms out like this. I love seeing the tips for your black belt. I love the sparring matches. I love everything that you did, and I am very pleased to award this belt to you. You have a bright future in martial arts. I hope that you make the windows. I hope that you find new things to accomplish. Congratulations, sir, on achieving the rank of first degree black belt beside you. Everyone give clap. Seven. Move your belt, please. You remember the first time we ever met? We've come a long way from then, sir. I am very pleased that I'm the one that needs to award your belt today. I love your attitude. I love the way you walk and you shut stop and you shut up. I love this self-esteem that you have. And I know wherever your life takes you, whatever activities you're involved with, whatever coaches you have are going to value those qualities just as much as I am. And just as much as your teachers. Arms up like this. Congratulations, sir, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt beside him. I'm going to tell you the same thing my instructor told me when he put my first degree on, and that is you'll grow into it. Well done, sir. I am very proud of you. It's me. Down. Now we're getting too left. Come up this for me, please. Thank you, ma'am. Stand up, sir. Please remove your belt. Remember I told John earlier, it takes a lot of work to be a black belt. It takes a lot of times looking in the mirror and saying, can I do it or can I not? But you totally did it. And I could not have been more proud of you on your test today. I know there was a little bit of not nice, Mr. Palmer, but it's because I believe in you so much. And I know there was people source. When I gave you for the testing, man, I was very happy to give you the grades that I did so that I could live this. Arms out, sir. Congratulations on achieving the rank of first degree black belt. Excited? Thank you for working hard. Thank you for looking sharp. Thank you for choosing to look like a black belt. And now, the rank that you have reflects how you look. Congratulations, hot shot. Everyone give 2 claps. Sir, stand, Mr. Odell. You may remove your belt. I did not get the privilege of being your teacher when you were a white belt, but I'm grateful that I was able to be your teacher for as long as I was. And I'm grateful that I am able to award you your black belt. I know that you worked very hard for this for many, many years, and I have loved watching your improvement and dedication. Arms out, sir. Congratulations on receiving the rank. First degree black belt decided. Keep working hard. Keep dedicating yourself. And whatever it is you do, you will always be happy and successful. Congratulations, sir. Now we're going to do 2 laps. Stand up, Mr. Hobbs. Remove your belt, please. Daddy, can you help me? Can you hold his belt, please? They used to learn. He's out. You're not a little kid anymore. Doing pull-ups and push-ups and all this crazy stuff. I love grading you for your test. I love working with you, getting ready for your test. I was so happy when I was able to pass you because of how good you looked. And I hope that you continue to make new goals and achieve it. Congratulations, Mr. Hobb, on receiving the rank of first degree black belt decided. Now we're going to do claps. Now, in keeping with the tradition of Grandmaster, we're going to do what's called a full Korean bow. We, your seniors, are going to bow to you, just like we say in the spirit of sung off. So I would like for everybody to go down on your knees, please. And I want you to put your forefinger and your thumb together. Move your candle though so you don't headbutt it. There you go. All right. Forefinger and thumb together. Hands down on the ground. We're going to bend our arms and touch our head right between our hands, down and up. Everybody give the first degrees a round of applause. Now, listen very carefully, please. I would like for you to stand up to grab your belt, your candle, and the holder. And I would like for you guys to slide directly back 1 space. Go. Mr. Odell and Mr. Hopp, I'm going to have you come over here. So you have room. You're going to go right in the middle line as we were avoiding previously. Thank you guys. And then you may go back down to sit. Slide back a little bit more, Mr. Anderson. Slide that right there. And Mr. Anderson. And then I'll fall right here. And Mr. Hopp. Excellent. Very good. Second degree black belts. Please present yourself here. You're going to leave your candles. Check. And then let's do this. Mr. Lynn, I'm actually certain. You're certain. And then Mr. Peterson and then Mr. Fisher, I'm going to have you come over here to the front, please. Yes, sir. We got a spot. Awesome. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Rizman. Everyone have a seat, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mike, for those, please. So, stand up, please, Ms. Crystal.
Sir.
You may remove your Christian Bible. I was so happy when you told me that you were going to test. I hope you got these. It is good to make goals. Just like I told the first degrees, I hope that they make new goals. I'm pleased that you make a new goal. Arms out like this. I love watching you testing. I love watching you break words at testing. And just like before, I hope you continue to make new goals and achieve them. Whether that be your next degree black belt, whether that be you continuing to be an assistant instructor out on the floor, whatever makes you happy, that's what I want you to do. Congratulations, Miss Crystal, on receiving the rank of second degree recommended. Now we're going to get to class. Mr. Peterson, stand up, please.
Yes, sir.
We're ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Peterson, you got a great attitude. Whether it's in the demo team with your incredible ideas, or on legacy night, making your peers do the craziest drills I've ever seen, arms out please, I never want you to change. Your attitude is what makes you special. Your creativity and your sense of humor is what makes you special. And is what I find most valuable on my team. Anybody can be an awesome kicker. But to have an attitude like yours, that's what really makes you special. I hope that you make new goals, whether it be to continue to compete, shooting for the world title, whether it be to continue your instruction, whatever makes you happy, that's what I hope that you do. It's me. Now we're going to class. Jake Peterson. Sir. I love watching you testing, sir. I love watching you perform. I love watching you crush it. Arms out, please. Always love how hard you work. Sometimes we get into class and we're the very best hitters. Sometimes we get into class and we're not the best hitters. But that just means we work hard. And that's what you do. When you don't get something right, you work hard. I was also not the best kicker when I first started. But I am now, just like you are now. I love your kicks. I love your attitude. And I hope that you will remember that when more things get hard in the future. Being a black belt means you never, ever, ever give up. And I'm very happy to work in your secondary group. Everybody get to class. Let's have Mr. Fisher stand, please.
Yes, sir.
Please remove your belt.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Being a leader is a hard thing. Is that please?
Yes, sir.
But I love your leadership. I love how you are always trying to set a good example to your peers. I love how when you make a mistake, you correct it quickly and you move forwards. You can take all the mistakes that you've ever made, multiply them by 1,000, and you will still not have made as many mistakes as me. But what's important is you continue to move forward, you continue to get better. And I am very pleased to award you your second year recommended today. Everybody give them 2 claps. Just remove your belt. Every night you come in for a legacy opportunity, you make me happy. Because I know, 1, you're going to be incredibly kind and patient with the students, and 2, you're going to be very focused on helping them to look amazing like you. On that, please. I don't know if that's just because you're an amazing big sister. I don't know if that's your mom and dad. I don't know if I have any credit for that. But I do know that I love it every time you're here at the dojo, which is frequently. Congratulations, ma'am, on receiving the rank of second degree recommended. I hope you continue to make goals and crush it. See? Yeah. There we go. All right. 2 more. Thoughts? I seem to have made a mistake, Mr. Horton. Mr. Lynn, I'm not wearing my glasses. Go check and see if you can find Mr. Horton's belt, and if you can't, then we'll get to it from there. Mr. Nakano, stand up, please. Move your belt, please. Ms. Nakano, it is a huge burden to be a teacher. Just like we talked about earlier with the stove and the candle, you are actively sacrificing every single day, either here at Gladstone or here at your own school in Smithville. But that's what it means to be a classmate. You can't sow the seeds for the next generation without getting out in the field and doing it. And that's what you are. Arms out. I'm so incredibly proud of you, ma'am. I love your awesome attitude. And I'm very pleased to award you your next degree. Mr. Lynn, it's because I'm getting old, sir. Sir. Congratulations, ma'am. Over here, 2 laps. Oh, but this still isn't the one that I want. All right. Mr. Horton, we'll address this in a
Yes,
second.
sir.
Mr. Brudar, this is your belt. I think this is arms out. Congratulations, sir, on receiving the rank of 2nd degree. Excited? Do you remember those long Saturday mornings learning song knot in the basement? Those were good times. My Saturday mornings are not as fulfilling, not working with you, but I'm also glad that you get to sleep a little bit. Mr. Brudar, whether you're being a judge at a tournament, whether you're being a competitor, whether you're being my assistant instructor here, I love you in every capacity that you train in. I am pleased to award you your next belt, and I'm excited to see the things that you miss. Can we get 2 claps? Stand up, Mr. Horton.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to share with you an old tradition. Not everybody used to have their own black belt. Sometimes an instructor would have their black belt and they would pass their black belt on to their students. So, in light of the clerical error that we're dealing with today, we are going to reinstate an old tradition. So I'd like you to read.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Horton, I know I brag on you all the time, and it's not enough. I love your attitude. I love how hard you work. I love your commitment to excellence. A very long time ago, I had a meeting with your family about if you could be a legacy student, if you had what it took, if you could do the right thing, if you could sow the seeds for the next generation. And the answer, of course, is a resounding yes. I love having you on deck with me. I love having you be my assistant instructor. Family, just to brag on Mr. Horton a little bit, he has accepted a position with me in a homeschool co-op that I teach in Smithville. This is going to be his first official leadership position, in addition to being inducted into the legacy program officially. Mr. Horton, I know this isn't your belt, but it symbolizes you passing for your 2nd degree assignment. Congratulations, sir. Over your class. But just for now, could you straighten me about that?
Yes,
Thank you very much, sir. You may put that back on. Mr. Lynn, while I'm putting my belt back on, is there anything that you would like to add before we celebrate with the families?
No, sir.
Mr. Grisman, is there anything you would like to add? Ms. Nakano, is there anything you would like to add?
No, sir.
Very well. In keeping with the tradition of Grandmaster, let's go down here on our knees, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Horton. Index finger and thumb together. We will be going down and up 2 times, 1 for each degree of black belt that you have attained. Down, up, and then if you're a 2nd degree, you're going to bow again, down. Introducing our school's newest section. I just wanted to again say thank you to all all the families that are here, I appreciate your support and trusting your students' knowledge to me and my students. I love this time of year. I love being able to see all of our brand new black belts and our old black belts moving one step closer to their goals. Thank you very much, Mr. Nakano and Mr. Grisman, for being here today. For those of you guys who are unaware, they have students of their very own that they are 100% responsible for their education. I know you guys are busy. I know that you got 1,000 things going on, and you got 1,001 things going on between signing students up, dealing with students, teaching students, and also taking care of yourself. I'm very grateful that you can be here with me today. Everybody give them a round of applause. I would like to express gratitude for Mr. Nakano and Ms. King. Even though they could not be here, they also sacrifice on a regular basis for their students. And everything that I just mentioned from Mr. Grisman and Ms. Nakano, they also do for their respective schools. Those of you who are here representing Parkville, I appreciate you being part of our team, and I'm glad that we were able to share this with you. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to thank Mr. Lynn. Could you stand up, sir? Many of you guys might not know Mr. Lynn. Mr. Lynn has been with me for years and years and years and years, and he had the responsibility of growing the Smithville School when it did not exist. The very first class on the very first night of Smithville, Mr. Lynn and his assistant, Miss Kelly, were out teaching class while I was sitting behind the counter for the very, very first time. So it has been a wonderful journey with you, sir. I know that the next chapter of your life, you're not able to train as much as you would like, but you're always going to be part of my team, and I will always be proud of you wherever you go. Let's give Mr. Lynn a round of applause. You guys ready to celebrate? Yeah. All right, let's celebrate. So, I would like to invite the second degrees to come and join us at the front.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very nice. Seniors face juniors, twist. Today. ATA. Very good day, or excuse me, black belt ceremony dismissed.